3 mods plus GYTR ECU, exhaust, and the switch done to this bike, and it turned into some kind of beast. What do you think, Jay?
I was pretty impressed because WR stock is very corked down, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's a 450, but yet it feels like a 200 or something because it doesn't even move.
Right.
So once you open up the throttle, stop, and can get some of that stuff done, it was pretty fast. But with this stuff done, it's like a FX almost, but not as gnarly hitting as a YZ or FX. It was pretty rideable, and I'm not a 450 guy, you know, and I went on some tight trails,
yeah.
and I didn't stall it once. I kept it on the tight trails, and even on our little track that's like a quad wide, it did really good. I was surprised because I mainly like to ride 250 on those, and it did really good on the track. And I always say these Yamahas, they nail the suspension.
Yeah, it's really good.
The suspension stock is so good. Like, you know, yeah, you're not going to go race maybe a big gnarly track, but for most riding, for most guys, the stock suspension is really good.
Yeah, guys, a lot of power. Like, you know, when you compare this to the bike it used to be before, it's really different. Maybe like, I don't know, 30-40% faster bike, and the hit you get from the bottom, like I was going out of those turns in second gear, give it a little more gas, and my front went up. That would never happen before. Fun bike to ride, and even maybe a little bit too fast for me, but man, you don't need to do a lot to uncork this bike and to make it really great bike. It feels like a beast with $900, I think.
Yeah, so I think this is a good bike for guys that don't want a YZ or an FX, and they want to get this headlight, tail light, get the kickstand, you know, stock 18-inch rear wheel. They want to get those things stock. And are going to ride a little bit more off-road and just maybe a little bit of track, or mainly off-road. It's a great bike. And so if they're a bigger guy and okay with a 450, I think these little simple mods make this bike awesome. And it still has a spark arrestor in here, so we're still spark arrestor legal. Got our red sticker for California. So pretty good bike. And I was really impressed with just the fit of everything. And like I said, well, there's a couple things I like. I like how on this right side, the pipe is really tucked in. You don't burn yourself too bad, and it comes with a fan stock, which a lot of the bigger bikes, off-road bikes, don't come with a fan stock. I thought that was cool. And again, the motor and suspension feel really good like this. This is the way, honestly, the bike should come like this. So that's what I think. But anyway, you're going to have to get your muffler and ECU to do it.
Now, one thing, there is something called CCU, the communication control unit, something like that. If you hook that up into your ECU, you can switch everything on your smartphone, just like you do on your YZ450, and you can put different maps. You can see how many hours you have on the bike. You can probably read your error code, stuff like that, right? But it's $300 to buy it, and it's easy to plug it in. I think you don't need to do that. If you have this competition GYTR ECU in this bike opening like that, there is no need for more power. That's what I think. What do you think?
No, I have to agree. And the two maps here, there is a mellow map. So if somebody you know, a little bit slower, like I could ride it in the fast map, and then Rado could ride it in the slow map.
Exactly.
But something like that. But the slower map, you do feel it. I wasn't sure at first. I was switching it back and forth, and then I hit it, and I was going up a little hill on the trail, and it wouldn't hardly pop up the front like as much. And then I switched it right away, and then boom, pop up, lift the front wheel really nice. And so
it's definitely, you can definitely feel it's mild and wild. So if you are on something a little more slippery, hit that button. When the blue light is on, that's your mild. And then when there is no light on, it's your wild, and you can really tell the difference. So I think it's a great package. extra 900 you put into this bike, it turns into something really cool, and we just look forward to riding a little more up in these hills, and I guess we'll see you guys later. So whatever you do, what do we do?
We stay motivated.
There you go. See you guys later.